All right, so you guys just heard a lot about climate change and stuff like that. So show of hands, who here thinks climate change is a problem? That's a lot more hands than I see in America. My name is Stafford Sheehan, and I'm the CEO of Catalytic Innovations. And climate change is the biggest problem that humanity will face in the 21st century. It's caused mostly by fossil fuels and by burning them, which pumps tons and tons of carbon dioxide and smog into our atmosphere. Now, scientists around the world, many scientists, thousands of scientists for decades have been trying to make a cleaner fuel out of the only three things that we have in most abundance on the planet Earth to make a fuel that satisfies our massive requirement: air, water, and sunlight. My name is Stafford Sheehan, again, and I joined these scientists 10 years ago. And 2 years ago, I received my PhD in this field. For the last 2 years, I've been building reactors that do this reaction, that take sunlight, air, and water, and turn them into the cleanest, purest alcohols that can be made. Now, we can make things like hexanol and decanol, which you guys will know as gasoline, but we've decided to focus on ethanol, because not only can we make that most efficiently, but that's also around 10% by volume of the fuels, the transportation fuels in most developed countries, including mine, the United States. Now, I set out to start this company going out and saying, I'm going to disrupt gasoline. That's not something that is really easy to do with a technology that's not extremely scaled and mature. And so we're getting our technology there. And the way we're getting it there is in consumer products markets. So we're making things like fragrances and flavorings and beverages. Two of the advantages of our products are that we can make ethanol at higher purity and lower cost than anybody else on the planet. And we make it using only air, water, and sunlight as inputs: carbon dioxide, water, and energy. Now, that gives us the smoothest and healthiest products out there. But secondly, and most important, for every bottle that we make, we pull 10 gallons of carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere, net life cycle, over the lifetime of the entire equipment. And we only need 5% CO2 in air to do that. So we can do that out of a natural gas-fired power plant with their pretty clean flue gas. These products are very special because they're starting a trend. They're the first carbon-negative products on the planet ever. And they're starting a trend that will make consumers, that will enable consumers to do their part towards stopping climate change and helping to save the world. And as we grow this, we can get up to 10% of our entire global CO2 emissions reduced if this is adopted in larger markets that are all consumer-focused. Thank you, and I'm glad to answer any questions.